welcome back. Trying to keep up with this damn schedule. 3-game game week, so we're back with another predictions video, despite only being here yesterday with a review video. But I'm going to stick at it and try and keep this up. And we're here previewing another round of championship fixtures, but rest assured there is a break after this load. We go into the international break and in we go into firing season, and we've already had the first one, as we mentioned the other day. Steve Bruce gone from Aston Villa, so that may start the managerial merry-go-round, as it always gets called. Oh, just introduce here Cedric to the video. New fishy, there he goes, getting involved, likes the camera. So here comes this latest round of championship games. Leeds United, top of the league, back into a sort of spot of form at the moment. 7 points from the last 4, so they're back to 1.75 points per game. Playoff form, but after that start where they 4 wins in the first 5, kind of getting back to where they need to be. They're at home to Brentford. Brentford have dropped off. No wins in 4, and obviously now Dean Smith, Villa fan, joint favourite to get that Aston Villa job. So whether that is going to unsettle things there at Brentford, who knows? What I do know is on paper this should be a really, really good game. You've got Brentford's passing against Leeds' energy and pressing. Although with all I've said, I'm going to have to go for a home win. I think given Brentford's run of form and maybe a little bit of managerial unsettling, I think I would be wise to go for Leeds. So we're going to go for a home win. Leeds to go into that international break with 25 points. And looking pretty good, I would have said. Middlesbrough at home to Nottingham Forest. Borough went back up to 2nd. I saw them on Tuesday night. They're at home to Forest, who are 11th. Like I said at the time, you can check out my full match review. I don't think I learned too much about Borough because they didn't really have to play very well. Ipswich handed them the game in 15 minutes. But they handled their business and kept their 8th clean sheet in 11 games, which is mighty, mighty impressive form. Forest are tough to beat. They've got a couple of defeats this season, maybe even one actually. I haven't got my stats on that. But they also have no away wins in the book there, Forest. And I think Borough is an unlikely place to break such a streak. Home win. You're going to see a theme developing here in this round of predictions pretty fast. Sheffield United again at home. Hull 21st against Sheffield United 3rd at Bramall Lane. Sheffield United are in great form. There seems to be something happening there. 3 wins on the trot. They're in the 2 points per game club as well. First 11 all fit and working well. That's the danger all season. Can they keep up there? But we don't have to talk about that now because they're in good form. Those players are all fit. Hull 1 win in 7. I've got to stick with it. Home win for the Blades, and there's those 3 powerful clubs, West Brom, Leeds and Borough. It's going to be difficult for teams like Sheffield United to make a challenge for the top 2 against that lot this season, but certainly giving it a good go. And, you know, in terms of coming up as they did and improving, I think with the signings they've made, Chris Wilder, big thumbs up at the moment for him. So I'm going to stick with it. Home win for Sheffield United is my prediction. And on we go. I don't know why the fixture list is making this so predictable for me. West Brom in 4th, at home to Reading. This one could be a lot of fun, unless you're a Reading fan. Although Reading did have a good draw against Brentford. West Brom have 27 goals in 11 games. I've made no secret of my prediction. The triumvirate of Barnes, Gale and Rodriguez to score. One of them to score every time all 3 start. Keeps happening. The stats say West Brom are going to score 2 goals in this game, and they also say that Reading won't. So I have to keep going with it. Home win again. On we go, and it's Norwich in 5th versus Stoke in 16th. Norwich right up at the top of the form table. They're in a really good moment. Norwich against the Stoke side down in 16th. Not really living up to their Premier League pedigree at the moment. There's only one vaguely logical argument against Norwich winning this, is that Stoke have got really good quality players and that maybe on their day they can drag the team through. But it seems Norwich so much further developed in their project under Farke than Stoke under Rowett. Rowett we know to be pragmatic, so he's hardly going to go away to Carrow Road and blitz Norwich in the same way Bielsa did with Leeds. Afraid it just doesn't add up. Apologies to my Ipswich Town subscribers, but I'm going to have to go for another home win, and I'm going to have to back Norwich this time. So home win yet again. And we get down to the game I'm going to be going to, Swansea versus Ipswich. Swansea in 7th, Ipswich are in 23rd. What can I say other than I get to tick a ground off on my ground hopper thing? My only hope, Swansea don't score too many, but they also don't concede too many. Ipswich in a horrible run of form and a pretty horrible moment for the club. All going wrong, and the evidence is there on the pitch, coupled with all the rumours off it. So it's going to be an interesting few weeks at Portman Road. What can I say other than home win for Swansea? All logic points to that happening. So hopefully the Bonkers Championship will do the reverse and I'll be a happy Ipswich fan. But I've got to go for another home win. And that was 6 of the top 7 all playing at home this weekend. On we go. Preston, bottom of the league versus Wigan, a North-West derby. Wigan up in 8th. And it's strange because they've basically swapped places. Wigan were at the top of the League One and Preston were around the playoffs, and they're much closer to each other's positions from last season than where they were, if you get my drift. Preston have been scoring quite a lot, but just appalling defensive record, literally conceding 3 goals every game. What I will say is most of Wigan's points have come away, at home. I think they're like 4 wins in 5 at home, so really good run there. I know this has got dire consequences for Ipswich, but I'm going to go for another home win. I think Preston break the hoodoo here. I think they're going to go into the international break with a win. That goal scoring record is going to see them through. Wigan's away record not being as good as their home. Going to go for Preston to beat Wigan and a home win there. But finally, don't worry, I'm going to break my streak of predicting everything as a home win here. QPR in 17th versus Derby in 9th. Derby have only got 1 win in 5, although people will point to that Carabao Cup win over Manchester United in that period. I keep suggesting that they don't seem quite there yet, considering the quality of their squad and perhaps considering the hype surrounding Frank Lampard. Rangers are in erratic, streaky mode. So I'm not going to say home win. I'm going to say a draw in this one. I don't think either team in good enough moment to confidently back. So I'll sit with a draw, not to say either capable of winning. But I'm going to go for a draw on that one and break my run of predicting home wins. Down we go a bit further. It's 10th versus 12th. Bristol City versus Sheffield Wednesday. Bristol City, no wins in 4 after finding themselves in the top 6 a few games back. Sheffield Wednesday got through a couple of difficult games, drawing at home to Leeds and West Brom. And I should mention Adam Reach scoring 2 ridiculous goals. I wonder who's had a streak that good in consecutive games with different opponents and scoring 2 goals like that. Brilliant from Reach. I think, though, that the energy of Bristol City at the end, of this week is going to be a little bit too much for Wednesday. And I've gone back to my old favourite, home win for this week. Moving on to the big story, Aston Villa. So Millwall in 22nd versus Aston Villa in 13th. Millwall got a somewhat morale boosting point at the end against Forest in midweek. 2-2 draw there. The bigger story though, Villa, they've got Kevin McDonald in charge. This normally goes to one of 2 extremes. Either, oh, the manager's gone, we're all free from Bruce's pragmatic football, away we go and we get a great attacking performance. Sometimes you can get the caretaker boss trying to say, oh well, I'm going to make this big dramatic change and do this to try and wave my flag and say, give me the job, give me the pay rise, give me the responsibility. Sometimes though it really doesn't work at all, and the new players are all just the players are waiting for a new manager. I think, given Villa's quality, that it's going to go in their favour, and I think that McDonald is going to get a reaction from these good attacking players that Villa have got. And I think they're going to go there and they're going to win under the caretaker manager. So that is my first away win. Bolton versus Blackburn. I think that's the late kickoff on Saturday. It's 15th place Bolton, 14th place Blackburn. Blackburn lost, haven't lost many since January. If you actually look at the statistics, they lost at home to the Blades in midweek. Bolton are definitely trending downwards. I don't think either side are going to want to lose this one, and I don't think either side will. So I'm going to say a draw, which leaves us to our last game. Birmingham versus Rotherham. Not many wins between these two. I've commented a lot on Birmingham this past few weeks, seen them twice against West Brom and against Ipswich. They are the draw specialists. They're hard to play against. They're very solid. Similar to Rotherham, actually, good at set plays, but I think Birmingham are better than Rotherham. And Rotherham have got this excellent home record. They have a very bad away record. So let's go for yet another home win. Sorry if that came across predictable. I just think the way the fixtures have fallen this year, and it'll stay the same because you get this home away thing. The way the top six is falling at the moment, they're all going to be playing at home and all going to be playing away at the same time if it stays those teams up there. And frankly, you can see particularly 3 or 4 of them, Borough, Leeds, West Brom, and possibly include Sheffield United in that, staying up there for a while. Perhaps Norwich will hang in there too, and Brentford as well. You can see all of that, you know, at least making up the top 9, those 6 by the end of the season. You wonder who's going to come through and disrupt them. So a lot of home wins there. Please get involved. If you've got an idea, you think I'm going to be wrong about something, then please do pipe up in the comments. Always good to hear from people. It's a bit of fun. My record is 6 out of 12, and I've done that twice, so we're hoping for the 7th. And, you know, really, we should be doing well if all the home teams are favourites. That would imply the results going in that direction. As always, lots of Championship content here. We'll be reviewing the Swansea-Ipswich game. Then the Blue Monday podcast will be on Sunday. And I've had some really great comments about our Blue Monday preview show with Rich Woodward and Harry from Bath. If you're a fan of another team that's not Ipswich-centric, you'll hear a lot of good detail on your team. So look out for that on the channel as well. All of that being said, I think it's worth subscribing to the channel, getting involved. The comments will drive a lot of what I say. I read all of them and they'll colour my opinion. So please do subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter at Benjamin Bloom. And bit of a break from this. There will still be content, but this Saturday, that's going to be coming back in a couple of weeks after the international break. So if you do subscribe, we might be a little bit quieter the next couple of weeks, but don't worry, the Championship content will continue. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy whatever game you're going to at the weekend, and I'll see you very soon with match reviews and full reviews on Sunday. Thanks for watching.